So iOS 26 public beta 1 and also beta 4 for registered developers re-release has been out now for almost a day or so, and I know the main question, especially in regards to a major new release, is performance and battery life. So I wanted to go ahead and jump into this video for you guys today and talk about just that. First things first, if you guys follow the channel or have really watched a lot of other people's videos, we've all had similar complaints in regard to the overheating, battery life, and things of that nature, stutters, everything you'd expect with a beta. I am happy to say 80% of these items have been fixed in these two releases, and they're basically the same versioning, so let's jump right into that. So under settings, general, and about, you can see the Beta 4, re-release, and public beta do share the same build number, being 23A5297M. So, having said that, we'll just refer to this as the public beta, since I know a lot of you guys that are watching this are probably going to be downloading it for the first time and not having used those betas in the past. So let me talk about one of the issues I've been experiencing, just so you know. It's not a big one, but sometimes when you go to unlock the device, kind of like now, actually it actually triggered that time, but when you go to unlock the device sometimes, it will not show your notifications or use face unlock as it should. It kind of just errors out. Luckily that time it worked pretty seamlessly, but there has been a number of times in the last 24 hours where it just simply would not unlock. Just something to let you know, it's more of an inconvenience than a real bug, but just so you guys know, something to be aware of there. As far as battery life goes, battery life has been much more solid than what we've realized in the last prior betas. It's definitely been improving, and it's good to see. Now, I want to caveat all of these battery talks around one piece here. If you're unaware, and might be your first beta you're installing, battery health is one thing that does typically take a hit on betas. So, as you can see, max capacity on the 16 Pro Max is at 95% with a 330 cycle count. So, we're getting up there. We know our year is almost up with this. We're only less than 2 months away from the iPhone 17 series, but if you don't plan on upgrading and you plan on holding these devices for a while, keep in mind, due to the unoptimized nature of these downloads, your battery health could take a hit over time running betas. So if you're somebody that likes to keep your phone for a number of years and don't upgrade yearly, this is something long-term to be mindful of. Aside from that, actually jumping around and just operating like you normally would, you can see just how fluid everything is running. I would do a benchmark score, but it doesn't really reflect day-to-day usage. I've done it in prior videos. Yes, it keeps fine on this phone. It maintains as you would expect, but nothing really great comes from it on a day-to-day usage. Now, heavy usage, it is okay. It is still warming up the device a little bit, but nowhere near what we've seen in the past. Aside from that also, one of the other big callouts is how much more fluid the camera app has been. I have had a number of issues where the camera lens change wouldn't pop right up to flip-flop from your front camera to your back cameras, and as well as that, just being able to kind of swipe between all the modes were very delayed, and happy to say everything seems to be working well here as well on your camera app. And then obviously going into Safari, there have been some changes here, and they are actually very workable, and you can see the difference, especially on Apple's homepage, to where liquid glass is definitely back in full effect and working really well. So there hasn't been any frame rate drops. The display has looked great. You can see exactly that liquid glass look. And even they brought back in the last beta the bounciness. So you can see everything is just as smooth as you would expect for a first public beta. Definitely happy to see that. As far as what you can expect going forward for the next beta releases, whether it's public or developer, obviously this was released on the 24th. We can expect a new beta as soon as the 28th. However, I do want to caveat that with saying, since it came so late in the week, I think we're more likely done with July, and now on August 4th, I think we will see the next beta. So that'll be developer beta 5 and public beta 2. So we probably have to wait about a week and a half, which isn't terrible, and then afterwards we'll see weekly releases. But as I said at the beginning of the video, this is an M build. We still have a little ways away to go before this is ready. We know nothing is going to come out to the general public until around September 8th, when the next Apple event is, and they will announce the RC of iOS 26. So let me know if you've taken the plunge and downloaded this and took the risk. How is iOS 26 working for you guys? Have you had any issues? Any other bugs you've really seen? Everything's been very smooth to me. I'm glad they brought back some of those UI changes to Liquid Glass back into the stock apps. I think it just looks so much cleaner than that frosted glass look did before. Let me know. Comment down below. Thanks for watching. We will catch you in the next one. Peace.